Hi there, this is Mohammad Abbas from Computer Tech Skill. In this tutorial, we are going to learn about magnificent option known as Table of Contents. Table of content is something that you may be finding your data, or you may be having command, or you may be having a reach to your data, or you may be having proper reach to your data through a mechanism. Let's try to type some sort of lesson names or some sort of chapter name. Like I have to be typing country's name, and we have to be typing formula instead of any sort of knowledge that is related to that lesson or that chapter. If you remember, I have taught you bookmark and cross reference. I have typed country names and I have typed formula in that, which I have explained something that if you want to find data, you can go through these two options. So table of contents is also something maybe related to that, but a little bit changed to that, by using. So let's try to type country's name like America, and let's try to type the formula twice or thrice or maybe 4 times. And let's try to copy that. I have pasted maybe 5 or 6 times. Let's try to go for the second name. I have typed third name as Canada. Iran. Fourth name UAE. Fifth name, let me type that in capital letters. I have probably typed 5 names. Let's try to type the 5th name, China. What we need to do is that we do have 2 options. Either we want to make table of contents at the top of our data, or we want to make our table of contents at the bottom of the data. Well, that depends upon our choice, but most probably that is made at the top of the page. So what I need to do is to click over there and hit enter maybe 10 times and go at the top up by using arrow key. So what I need to do is to select lesson name, consider America as lesson name or chapter name, and go for home and try to select that in heading 1. And let's try to go for second name and select that, Nepal, and also try to go for heading 1. Let's try to come down and select the third name, Canada, heading 1, Iran, heading 1, UAE, heading 1, China, heading 1. Let me explain a little more about table of contents. You may be reading any sort of book, or you may have been observing any sort of book, that if you open the first page of any of the book, you'll firstly be having the table of contents, which you may be finding any of the lesson name or any of the chapter name. So that is what you can say that table of contents are used for this purpose or this sort of thing. I have added all of the chapter names, just title of that. In heading 1, I have to be going for references, back, and try to go for table of contents and hit for automatic table 1. Now table of content is made. What I need to explain you furthermore, that we have got 6 chapter names. I have been telling you repeatedly that consider these names as chapter names, because right now I'm not having any sort of chapter name or any sort of knowledge about any of the chapter or any sort of the book. So consider these names as chapter names. You can see that after name there are some dots, and at the end of that dot or those dots, you've got 1. It means that America lesson or America chapter is present on first page, on number 1 page. So if you want to observe that or see that, you have to be holding the control or the command button and click on America over there. So you can also reach yourself through this mechanism. So let me go to the top of page, and also you're having Canada, and also you're having Nepal chapter or lesson. It is present at number 3 page. And if you want to observe Iran, this is also present at number 8 page, and UAE and China. And similarly, you can type any of the chapter name or any of the lesson you want, you can go for that. And even you can go for 50 lessons or 50 chapters by this mechanism. So let's suppose I want to reach myself to UAE, that whether or not I have UAE lesson or where it is present. If I want to go for UAE lesson or chapter, so make sure that you have to be holding the control or the command button and click on UAE. So it will be reaching you, it will be making you reach UAE lesson or chapter. Let me type one more name, that will be, I have to be going at the bottom. I have to be typing any of the lesson name, like for example Russia. So I have to be pasting 3 or 4 times the formula. So what I have to do, I have to go for the table of contents, that whether or not I have Russia lesson in table of contents. We do observe that there is no name as Russia. So what we need to do is to go back to Russia and apply the same method which we have applied for the previous lessons, like America, Canada, or these sort of names. So we have to be selecting Russia and going for home and try to select heading 1, edit that in heading 1. So what I need to do is to go at the top, reach yourself to table of contents and click on table of contents. Go for, this is not the condition to go for references, but let me tell you that go for references, and you've got one option which is present in 2 places. For example, if you select the table of contents, you've got the update table option over there and over there too. So either you want to click that or this, that does not matter. For example, I'm clicking there, update entire table, hit OK. See, Russia name has come to the table of contents. So this is what is the method, or this is what is the way to use table of contents so much easily. You can also make any sort of book in Microsoft Word, and you can also make table of contents of the same book in the same way, in the same mechanism. So I hope you have enjoyed the today's tutorial, and that was about table of contents. If you did, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for more. Thank you so much for watching the tutorial. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye for now.